Hello, welcome to NAB ICT Academy. So today we are going to do a revision in the multiple choice questions for junior secondary. Okay, so some of the questions that we have were actually extracted from the past junior secondary ICT examinations. Okay, so I want everyone to pay attention and try to understand. Okay, so what I would want you to do is before I finally give you the answer, I want you to read the question, understand the question, and try to make your choice. That is very important for you because you need to assess yourself. You need to assess your understanding. Okay, remember you are preparing for the exam, so you should be able to assess yourself and be able to tell whether you are ready for the exam. That is very important for you. Okay, so let's get started. Let's look at our number one question. So number one question reads as a set of instructions that tell a computer what to do is called dash. A set of instructions that tell a computer what to do is called dash. Our options as follows: A, Windows; B, hardware; C, software; D, icon. Okay, so the question that you should ask yourself is that among these options that we have here, which one is defined as a set of instructions? Okay, so our answer here is but before I give you the answer, like I said, try to find your answer on your own, and okay, so that you can compare with the answer that I'm going to give you. That is important for you. So our answer here is C, software. So software is defined as a set of instructions that tell a computer what to do. Okay, so in order for a computer to carry out any task, it needs a set of instructions on how to perform that particular task. Okay, it requires instructions on how to go about it. Okay, so those instructions that are followed by a computer to carry out a task are known as a software. Okay, so basically a software is a set of instructions that tell a computer what to do. The computer hardware cannot do anything without software, okay, which are basically instructions for them on how to do a certain task. So our answer here is C. Number two question reads as all the parts of a computer that you can see and touch are called dash. All the physical parts of the computer that you can see and touch are called dash. Okay, so again here, the question that you should ask yourself is that which one is defined as the physical part of the computer that you can see and touch? So you can as well, again, find the answer for yourself before I finally give you the answer. Okay, I will keep on insisting on that because that is very important. Okay, so our answer here is A, okay, which is hardware. So hardware is a term that refers to all the physical parts of the computer that we can see and touch. Okay, so any part of the computer system that we are able to see and touch is known as a hardware. Okay, any part of the computer system that we're able to see and touch is known as a hardware. So quick examples that I can give you are microphones, printers, speakers, mouse. All those parts of the computer system that we are able to see and touch are known as hardware. Okay, so what should come into your mind whenever you hear this term hardware in ICT? Just know that we are talking about the physical parts of the computer system that we can see and touch. Okay, so our answer there is A. Number 3. Which of the following devices is used to control the movement of the cursor on the computer screen? Which of the following devices is used to control the movement of the cursor on the computer screen. Okay, so I want you to check my screen right now. So if you check my screen right now, you will see that the cursor on my screen is moving. Now the question you should ask yourself is that what am I using to move this cursor here? Okay, so there are two things that you can use. Okay, you can use the mouse. For the sake of the laptop, you can use the what we call the touchpad. Okay, the touchpad on the laptop is also used to move what? To move the cursor. Okay, so and also for touch screen laptops. Okay, for touch screen laptops, you can also move the cursor by touching the screen. Okay, but looking at the options that we have here, okay, we don't have a touchpad there, we don't have a touch screen there. So the option that we have the keyboard, we have the CPU, we have the monitor, and we have the mouse. So the answer there is the mouse, which is the D. Okay, the mouse is the hardware part of the computer that controls or which is used to control the movement of the cursor on the screen. Okay, if you move your mouse on the right side, the cursor will also move to the right. If you move your mouse to the left, the cursor is also going to move that same direction. So basically that is about the mouse. Okay, let's come to question number 4. An electronic device that can be programmed to store, retrieve, and process data is called dash. An electronic device that can be programmed to store, retrieve, and process data is called dash. A. Computer. B. Scanner. C. Printer. D. Projector. So which among these devices can be programmed to store, retrieve, and process data? Okay, so our answer there is A. Computer. So a computer is an electronic device that can be programmed to store, retrieve, and process data. Okay, examples of computers. Laptop is a computer. It can be programmed to store, it can store data, it can retrieve data, and it can also process data. Okay, smartphones are also computers because you are able to store data there, it is able to process data, it is able to input data. So any electronic device which is able to perform the functions of storing, retrieving, and also inputting are known as computers. Okay, so our answer there is A. Let's come to question number 5. The processed data that is meaningful and used for decision making is known as a dash. The processed data that is meaningful and used for decision making is known as a dash. Okay, A. Data. B. Arrange the data. C. Information. D. Software. So our answer here is C. Information. Okay. Now, before we move on to the next question, I want to explain a bit on the difference between data and the information. Data is defined as the unprocessed raw facts. Okay. The unprocessed raw facts which do not have a meaning. Okay. Now, when that data has been processed such that it can now be understood nicely and it can be used for decision making, it becomes information. Let me give you this example. Okay, recently our country Zambia carried out a census. Okay, in the census data, the government corrected the total number of people that are in the country, the total number of its citizens. Okay, now in that number itself, like altogether, I can call it the data. Now if we are to process it further, we can say there were 10,000, we can say that there are 10,000 females and 12,000 males. That now becomes information, because we can see that, okay, we have this number of females in our country and we have this number of males in our country. So even when it comes to planning and budgeting, that information is very useful to the government. So that is the difference between data and the information. So data, it's the unprocessed information, and the information is processed data. Okay, we can now move on to the next question. So the next question is, what is the other name for the monitor? What is the other name for the monitor? So A, it's a digital display unit. B, dot display unit. C, visual display unit. D, visible display unit. So you can again find your answer here. Okay, our answer here is D, visual display unit. So the other name for the monitor is visual display unit. Okay, a visual display unit. The function of the CPU, the function of the monitor is to display things, okay, so that we can see them on the screen there. So the other name for the monitor is visual display unit, which is C. 7. A dash is an electronic file made up of rows and columns. Okay, a dash is an electronic file made up of rows and columns. A, word processor. B, spreadsheet. C, database. D, software. So our answer here is spreadsheet. So the spreadsheet is a program which is designed to carry out calculations. Okay, now the layout of the spreadsheet is that it has columns and rows, which when these two intersect, they form what is known as a cell. When a row and a column intersect, they form what is known as a cell. Okay, we are going to talk about this program in details later. Okay, yeah, in my future lessons I'll talk about this one. Okay, so our answer here is B. So a program that an electronic file which is made up of rows and columns is a spreadsheet. So for columns, the columns are labeled by the letters of the alphabet. Okay, and the rows are numbered. Okay, so the ones with the letters are columns and the ones with the numbers are the rows. Okay, let's move on to question 8. Google and Yahoo are examples of dash that search and find information on the internet. So when you search something on the internet, let's say you open your browser and you type your question in the search box there. Let's say you want to search about the computer. You type your question, what is a computer? So the search engine is actually a program that is going to search for the information about computers on the internet. So it is going to search for all the websites on the web that contains information about computers, and it is going to display them on the web page. Okay, so the program that will actually search and find information on the internet is known as a search engine. So examples of search engines are Google, Yahoo, Ask, Bing, Yandex, and so forth. So basically, a search engine is defined as a program that is a program that searches and finds information on the internet. And the common used search engines are Google and Yahoo. Okay, so these are very common. So our answer here is B. Number 9. A program that finds and removes viruses from the computer is called dash. A program that finds and removes viruses from the computer is called dash. Okay? A. Antivirus. B. Virus finder. C. Software. D. Virus killer software. So on this one, let me begin by explaining what a virus is. So a computer virus, this is actually a program that installs itself on the computer and disturbs the normal functioning of the computer. It is a harmful program, okay, such that when your computer has a virus, a lot of things can happen, okay. So this program is a program that is harmful, or rather disturbs the normal functioning of the computer. Now, since we know that once a computer is infected by a virus, there can be problems in your computer. We need to do something to protect our computers from these from these viruses. Okay, just like when we are sick, we take medicine or we are vaccinated against against diseases so that we don't catch diseases. Okay, so in the same manner here, we have to protect our computers from viruses. So a program that is installed on the computer to secure computers from viruses is known as antivirus. So an antivirus software, or rather program, this is a program that is installed on the computer to remove viruses or to protect your computer from viruses. Now, there is need for your antivirus to be updated. So your antivirus should be up to date all the time. That will make your antivirus more effective. Okay, so the answer there is antivirus, which is A. Okay, so there are a number of antivirus programs that you can install on your computer. For Windows, there is a pre-installed antivirus there. Okay, Windows Defender. You can simply activate it and update it. Then your computer will be secure from viruses. It was okay. There are also other types of software like Kaspersky. Kaspersky, we have Avast, we have so many, Bitdefender. All these are antivirus software. So you can purchase or you can download from the internet there, so that your computer is safe from these viruses. Okay, so let's look at number 10. What are the two types of software? What are the two types of software? Okay, I think we have already talked about software itself. Okay, and that was our number 1 question. Software is basically a set of instructions that tells the computer how to perform a specific task. Okay, that is a software. Now, there are two types of software. Now, the question is, what are the two types of software? So, again, you can make your choice here. So, our answer there is A. So, our two types of software are application software and system software. Okay, application software and system software. So, the two types of software are those that I have mentioned. So now, these two types of software, we are going to talk about them uh, in the future lessons. Okay, I'll talk about them in the future lessons that I'm going to prepare, because you need to understand these things. Okay, I hope you have understood. So for today, we are going to end here, and it's my hope that you have enjoyed this revision. I'll continue bringing in these revision, so that I can help you to prepare yourself for the uh, examination. Okay, so if you have any question, you have any comment, please don't forget to comment, so that we can move together. And also, don't forget to subscribe, so that every time I make an upload, you will receive a notification. That will be very important for you, because it will help you not to miss out any of my lessons or any of my tutorials. So please make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel, NAB ICT Academy. Thank you very much. Let's meet next time.